Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today I have finally got it. A locomotive I've wanted for a very long time, and we're gonna see what it is. I was gonna get it for Christmas, didn't arrive here in time, and guess what, I got it now. Let's unbox. So let's get this thing open. It's just fragile, I hope nothing is damaged in packaging. So I'll start the insert. See, it's wrapped. We got a little knife here. Remove line. We got a railroad craftsman magazine. I'm rolling over the paragraph to flat slider 2 box. What could be in here? That is special. So let's go and open this one up. Let's see. What's off? They are. No, this is old. This ain't gonna work anymore. We have our exploded parts diagram for this brass side locomotive. Guess what it is on there? Clock has a roller thing. It's 20 years old. Turned on the operating manual. Very nice. They have another one that's very old door. So we have, oh, what could it be? Guess. It is the New Haven I-4 locomotive. It's beautiful. Look at that number. That is number 1351. Heck to the yeah, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 12C tender instead of the van tender. Look at that. We have our opening water hatch there. And man, this is heavy, man. This is good quality stuff. Might have to fix this wire in here, but see, it's great. So guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weigh this locomotive real quick, and then we're gonna get her on the track. I'll plug her up. I'm gonna see after I get this thing done. I'm gonna figure out if I can align those wires better. So we got our scale here. Let's see how heavy this locomotive is. Lord, 14, basically 15 ounces. We got 412 grams, 6 ounces basically, 620 grams. So let's get this thing on the track. And so we've got this I-4 up on the track here, and we can see we have cab lighting, which is very nice. The headlight is very dim, however, I'm gonna maybe fix that soon. But I was able to get those wires. What I do with every single locomotive is I always make sure the wires from the tender are all nice and in one line so they can, you know, do their thing correctly. So there's no bendage. Now that's all nice and neat, plugged together. And also another thing I do with all my BLI locomotives is normally these here, if you saw earlier, the axles are all unpainted. I put a little bit of black paint on there just to make them look, and I think it makes them look a lot better. So let's start this puppy up. Before we do that, I am going to put some smoke in this puppy, and that's one of my favorite things about these locomotives is the smoke. It puts out a lot. And then we're ready to go. A lot of people like their smoke different ways. I have the default smoke on this locomotive. What happens is when it turns on, it's just a little bit of a stream just going on a lot of BLI locomotives. It's not puffing out the stack when you start it up, but when you start moving, then it'll start puffing. On this locomotive, what I've done is I changed it to where when the locomotive is at idle, it still has a tiny bit of stream coming up from the smokestack. But then once it starts moving, then you can start seeing the puff. So let's see if we hit F9 on this locomotive. Very good. It's nice, so you can see a little bit of that smoke coming out of there. I'm gonna fan it a little bit. I'm gonna get her, because then it'll start coming out of the stack real lot. Look at all that smoke coming out of that stack right there. Holy mackerel, this is a smoker. I'm gonna do F1, which is bell. Very nice bell, good speed. So then we have our default whistle, which is function 2. Very nice. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit all the different whistles on this locomotive. We're going to hit F22 to have our alternate whistle. Alright, there's that. Well, now we're going to change the CV or 2. CV2, 24 is our whistle CV. If we get that, change that to 1, which will be to our second whistle, they'll hit our different one. Alright. Alright. Very nice. Very good whistles on this locomotive. I'm going to change it back to the default. And then we're going to get this locomotive running. After we have a little bit of a running session, I'll show you how to adjust the fan settings for all BLI Paragon 2 locomotives. Alright, thank you. As you can see, I got some Bachmann Spectrum heavyweight cars I like to use with this locomotive. Very good slow speed on this loco. I did a little bit of welding to this locomotive. To these cars. I use some better so we can see. We can highlight. I put lights in here, better lighting. So that's nice. So it's a nice consist. Indeed. So we're gonna get running on this session here, and we're gonna pull up to the station. So you can see that my locomotive now is at idle, but is still puffing away. You can do this with CV. If you look in your Paragon 2 operator's manual, you will see that there are some CVs at page 22 to 23. I think it depends on the actual era of thing you have, or manual you have. You'll see that you can see we have loop adjust, stuff like that. And then we have smoke unit heat level when moving, and smoke level when stopped. However, you do not see any other smoke unit adjustments. But you will now see on your screen that if you go to this link, which it will be in my description, you will be able to look at this page, which is the Paragon 2 Technical Reference Manual. And that will show you all the CVs you will need to do anything with your locomotive that is possible that are not listed in this manual. Things that are not listed, everything will be in here and how to set them. And you will see that there are two CVs, these CVs right here on screen, number 235 and 234. 235 is the idle fan adjustment. And then 234 is the smoke chuff adjustment, which is what it is. If you have a lower number on the chuff adjustment is a lower amount of fan RPM. Then, likewise, it's weird because it's opposite. For the other one, it is 235. The higher you go is the lower it goes. I have mine here set to 235 is set to 235. To me, that's a good. It might not be the same on many models because, as you can hear, you can kind of hear that slow hum of that smoke fluid motor or whatever. You can hear that. I try to adjust mine to where it still gives me a good amount of plumage, but it also doesn't give me a lot of sound. I don't like that of that smoke unit. So I will show you what the model looks like normally. You will see here, you see there's a tiny bit of wisp of smoke coming out of that stack, but as soon as you start moving, it will puff very nicely. So if you want to change that, you can set CV 235 to, I like to set mine somewhere around 230, 240. It's not too much, not too little, okay? That's if I hit enter. Now the smoke coming out of it. You can hear that smoker unit a lot, so I like to change that a little bit lower down. A little more. And a little more. Now you will see that smoke fluid, that smoke unit puffing a little bit more. So that's how you do that. Adjusting that. So I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you for watching. Like I said, all that, the online manual to where you can find anything for these locomotives, Paragon 2. You can adjust the smoke unit things in any Paragon. You just have to go on to BLI's website, go to support, and then go to technical references, and there will be your locomotive manuals. There should be, I'll put the links for Paragon 2, 3, and 4 in there. There you can find all the CVs you'll ever need, and the smoke CVs. So, thank you everybody. Have a great day. This is Bob the Dude signing out.